Hi, welcome to this channel. I am Birendra here to help you with your studies. If you find this video interesting, do click on the subscribe button and the bell icon. You will be immediately notified whenever I upload a new video. Okay, today we shall learn about mathematics. And mathematics is an awesome subject. If you have found it very boring and very complicated then you are at the right place. I am going to navigate you through mathematics subject in a very simple manner. Okay, today we will learn about the formula for the probability. Now, before going into the formula for the probability, we should learn 4 basic terms, and they are: the first term is trial, the second term is outcome, the third term is sample space, the fourth term is event. These are very basic terms, and you will be using these terms very frequently in future. So understand these terms very well. Trial is what? It is a process that can be infinitely repeated. What is an outcome? Outcome is the result from the trial. So if I will do a trial, I am going to get one outcome. So from the trial, I will get outcome. It could be one outcome or it could be multiple outcomes. If it has only one outcome, that means it has the result is certain. So probability will be always 100%. Right? We do not talk about this probability. Probability will only come when there is an uncertainty in the outcomes. So we are talking that there will be more than one outcomes from the given trial. If you have more than one outcomes, then the set of outcomes, you will tell that it is a sample space. So you have the set of outcomes, right? So you have complete set of outcomes. Then what is an event? Event is any subset of this complete set or the sample space is called an event. So understand this flow. You will do a trial. A trial will give to certain set of outcomes. The complete set of outcomes will be called as the sample space. You will take a subset of the sample space and you will call it as event. Remember this diagram. If you remember, it will be very crystal clear in your mind for your lifetime. So watch the video very carefully without missing anything. I am going to tell you very fundamental things, and the way I am structuring my lectures is that you will start with the easiest thing first, build your concepts, and then start going into the little bit difficult ones. That is the way I will organize my lectures. So let me give you an example. For a trial, let us say that you are going to flip a coin. So flipping of a coin is going to be my trial. Outcome, you will either get a head or a tail. Both of these are outcomes. What is the sample space? A set of head and tail is the sample space here. What is an event here? Getting a head is an event, or getting a tail also is an event. Here the question you should ask is, in an outcome I said that if you are getting a head, it is an outcome, and in the event, if I am getting a head, we are calling it the event. The same thing, why are we giving two different terms? I have told you, I am going to tell you very fundamental things which are going to help in building your concepts very clearly, and you are going to remember them forever. So, coming back to our point, two different terms we are using for the similar kind of definitions. For this, I am going to take you to another example. So the second example that we are going to talk about is throwing of a dice. So throwing a dice is my trial. What are the outcomes? It may give, you may get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. All these are different outcomes. What is the sample space? The set of all these outcomes is the sample space. What is an event? Getting a 1, getting 1 or getting 2, or getting an odd number. What you are going to get here? That means it should be either 1, 3 or 5. It becomes one event. But these are three different outcomes. I am going to tell you again. Getting an odd number consists of 1, 3, 5. So 1, 3, 5 are three different outcomes. But getting an odd number is one single event which consists of three outcomes, right? So event can contain only one outcome or it can contain multiple outcomes. Now, did you understand what is the difference between the event and the outcome? Outcome will be single outcome, but event that can contain multiple outcomes. And when we talk about the probability, we talk about the probability of an event occurring. So these are the fundamental terms, 4 fundamental terms that you will be using repeatedly in probability. So understand this carefully. Okay. So now we will go into the formula for the probability. The formula for the probability of an event occurring is the number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. So let us try to find out in case of a flipping of a coin. So we will do a trial. What is our trial? Flipping of a coin. Right? So what is our outcome? Head or tail? What is sample space or total number of total outcomes? Is equal to both head and tail. What is the event here? We have to define. So event I am telling, let's say getting a head. So we are trying to find out what is the probability of getting a head in case of a flipping of a coin. So getting of a head is our favorable outcome. So we have favorable outcome is here 1. And what is the total number of outcomes? Each head and tail, there are 2 outcomes total. So we will say 2. So our answer will be 1 divided by 2. So this is the probability. So if someone will ask, what is the probability of getting a tail? Let us try to find it out through this formula. Number of favorable outcomes. Again, it will be like getting a tail, that is only one outcome. So we will keep the 1 in the numerator, and then in the denominator the total number of outcomes is anyways 2, so it is 1 by 2. So probability of getting a head or getting a tail, both is 1 by 2. Now let us go into throwing of a dice. So what is the trial? Throwing of a dice. Throwing of a dice. What are the outcomes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the sample space. So 6 outcomes are there in the sample space. let's say event. Now getting a 3 is my desired event. So if getting a 3 is my desired event, so what will be the number of favorable outcomes? Here only one outcome we require, right? That is 3. So number of favorable outcomes will be 1 in the numerator. Now what is the total number of outcomes? We say that it is 6. So as per the formula it becomes 1 by 6. The probability of getting a 3 is equal to 1 by 6. Similarly, we can say that probability of getting a 1, getting a 2 or getting a 4 or getting a 5 or getting a 6 all are 1 by 6. If somebody asks you that what is the probability of getting an odd number, then the results will be different. So here you write what are the favorable outcomes. If you get 1, if you get 3, if you get a 5, then you are getting an odd number. So that means there are 3 favorable outcomes. So we will replace this 1 with 3. And what are the total number of outcomes? Anyway, it is 6, right? So we will have numerator as 3 divided by 6, which if I cancels out by 3, then it becomes 1 by 2. So the probability of getting an odd number is 1 by 2. Similarly, you can figure it out what will be the probability of getting an even number. So that is something which you have to find out at your home. So thanks for watching for this session, and next we will discuss some other concepts on probability.